Okay, morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500, and welcome back to New Project Day. You can see a new project in a familiar colour is sitting at the bottom of the drive. It's another light blue lounge. It is, I won't say any more for the moment. It's come from Copart. I've got a new driver who's based in Bristol. This come from Westbury, but he turned up he turned up in a Land Rover with a trailer on the back. Really good time, fairly good price, I think. It was via Shipley, but he's going to do it cheaper for me because obviously Shipley had some of the money. But yeah, if anyone wants to know his details, we'll go into that later on in the video. But let me show you what we bought, and let me show you or tell you how much I paid for it. Before we do that, actually no, I'm going to show. We'll do the little walk around. How should we do this? Trying to think how we should do this. Before we go any further, I'm going to show you the bidding, and I'm going to cut the bidding out just before the end. Yeah, and then we'll go through, do the walk around. I'll tell you what I paid for it and show you the rest of it, and then that'll be the walk around. So let's go, let's get on with it. Let's stop waffling, let's do it. Right, this is just the car before it. As you can see, a Range Rover, nearly finished. This one went on, oh here we go, won't worry about that one. Okay, so here we go. So 115,000 miles, and the bid in there is at £250. I think I went in pretty much quite early on. That was me, I think. Yeah, there you go, winning bid, £275. And there was then some mad bidding going on. I think I was only bidding up against one other person. I was then winning it for £375. So it went quite slowly up. It wasn't any, lots of last minute bidding. There you go, I'm winning again at £425. Outbid again, straight back in, 475. I find that as soon as I bid, if someone outbids you, bid straight away. Show me you mean business. £575. We'll pause it there, and then we'll show you later. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I actually recorded the bidding on my iPad, so I'm gonna. Well, you've just seen it. But yeah, I stopped it short of the end of the video, so you know I won it, but you don't know how much I got it for. So here it is. You've seen it. You've seen the damage in there. So we're going to just do a little walk around because you've already seen the situation. Now, looking at the tyres, it looks like tyres. Get right up close. I think that's a stone in the tyre there, but very good tyre. Very good tyre. Damage-wise, there are a couple of issues with this car. Now, as you would have seen in the video of the bidding, no door handle. Door handle has snapped off. What you couldn't see in the Copart listing is this one. So the only way you can get in the car is via the boot. So you have to climb in the boot and clamber way through and open the door. Not ideal. So we are going to address that straight away today. As soon as I finish doing the walk around video, we're going to address that. So you've seen the damage, as I say, in the video, but we'll go into it in a little bit more detail. So that's why the window's open, so I can lean in and open the door. So you've seen the mileage, was it 114,000? So highest mileage I've ever had on a car. Despite the mileage, I mean, I've not driven it around the M25 or anything, but I've driven it off the trailer and down the drive and backwards and forwards, up and down the drive, and it seems to drive fine. No squeaky clutch, gearbox seems all right, engine sounds all right. Now, one thing with this car that someone mentioned, I don't know if it was on Facebook or on one of the YouTube videos, I can't remember where it was, but a few months ago, I think it was on Facebook, someone had asked about starting the engine and depressing the clutch. And I have had quite a lot of these cars, as you know, and I think in the past I've only had two that you have to do that. You do on this one, and I don't know why. Is it something to do with the clutch sensor? There's no errors on the dash or anything like that. And I will obviously run the diagnostics on it, but I don't know why that is, because you generally don't have to do that. Because when I went to move it, so it was delivered yesterday, and I parked it in the middle of the drive where it is now, and then later on in the day, because I've been doing some DIY, I didn't do my walk around video yesterday, so I just had to move it over a little bit. Got in it, turned the key, nothing, dead, zilch. So I thought, oh, battery's dead. So I connected up my new topped-on charger, jump pack, which, if you haven't already seen the video for that, click on the link above, and I'll stick that in the description as well. Cracking bit of kit. Same again, nothing. So I thought, that's strange. So I had visions of me trying to push it uphill on the driveway and get it into the space. Then I thought, clutch. Put the clutch down, started straight away. Bizarre. Any ideas why? Could it be a clutch position sensor or something like that? But then if you depress it, I don't know. I can't fathom out why this is the case. Makes no sense to me. Yeah, just wanted to explain that. So this is like the third car I've had where you have to dip the clutch to start it, which is annoying. Anyway, back with a walk around. So yes, broken door handle. Damage wise, this wing, despite what they've put on here, wheel and tyre plus near side front. Well, there's nothing wrong with the tyre. And it's probably one of the better wheels that I've seen, to be honest. It actually looks like a new tyre. Oh God, it is a new tyre, yeah, Matador, cheap one, but you can still see the sealant that they put on it when they put a new tyre on. This is a brand spanking new tyre. And they've also done this. There's a couple of little scratches on here, and nothing at all. Just a couple of little scratches. Why on earth have they done that? We got a little bit of a rust issue, not rust issue, you know, paint chipped off, bit of touching up needed there. Just a bit of rub it down, prime it, stick a bit of paint on that. No biggie. Door wise, 0 damage. Sill, 0 damage. Rear quarter, thankfully, 0 damage. Again, almost new tyre on there. Petrol cap, assume there is one, yep. Moving around to the back, 0 damage. We've got a little bit of chrome chipped off here, which is tough, it's going to stay like that. This is the only rear damage we've got, rear stroke side. So we've obviously had a bit of filler in here before, and that has been chipped off. Bit of a gouge there, and a couple of little chips there. We'll sort that out, we'll rub that little bit down, we'll get some paint on there. Hopefully we can match the colour. It looks quite a dark, but actually I've got my glasses on that go dark. Haven't I? Yeah, I've got the wrong glasses on. Yeah, so we'll sort that out. Hopefully we have some paint that can match that, because it is a pain in the arse to match this. Again, really good tyre. Cheap one again, but you know, it's virtually new, so we don't have to spend any money on tyres. So apart from that little bit there, rear quarter, no damage. Bloody door handle. Now I'm not sure, I know I've got driver's door handles. I'm not sure whether I've got a passenger one or not. I don't think I have, but we'll have a look through. I've got loads of door handles. Aftermarket ones we know are shit, so I won't be using one of those. If I have to, I shall buy a genuine one. I did notice on the dash that the temperature sensor doesn't appear to be working. There is one. Someone's been in here before, I think. So I might have to, someone's had that off. So then someone may have put a new mirror on it. You know, it has got a temperature set, the nipples under there. So we'll look into that. What we might do is try sticking another mirror on. I think I've got a couple of spare mirrors. I'll stick a mirror on and try it. Again, yeah, brand new tyre virtually. Don't think it's not brand new, but it's a good 5 mil of depth in there at least, if not more. We've got that same issue down there. Bear in mind this car's done 114,000 miles, so it ain't done bad, is it really? Bumper wise, you've seen the bumper in the previous video. It's a shame really, because all this is all good. It's just that bit there. I mean, that could be repaired, but you know, I'm not going to bother doing that. I've got 2 bumpers in this colour. That was one of the reasons for buying this car. I've got a pop bumper painted, and I've got a lounge bumper painted with all the trims. I think there are a couple of little bits where it's got scratched in the garage. They're in the shed at the bottom of the garden at the moment, so I'll be raking that one out this morning and swapping it over. Just need to pop the bonnet, and we'll show you under the bonnet. You've seen under the bonnet in the pictures, filthy, engine's filthy. But let's pop the bonnet and give you a little look at something else I spotted in the video. I'm not sure if I mentioned it when we were going through it on the auction itself, but yeah, I spotted it. I did spot it myself, and had a look at it yesterday and saw it as well. So let me just pop the bonnet and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, one thing to note, as I thought it had, and you could just about see something in the pictures. Sticker's gone from there. Cam belt's clearly been done. Of course, we don't know when. Bearing in mind this car was done 114,000 miles and it's 12 years old. We don't know when it was done. I don't know whether we've got any history or not. I don't think we have, but obviously we'll have a look. I saw this cap's missing off there. I think I've got a spare. I think. Incorrect battery. It's got an aftermarket battery, but it's the wrong one. I do have a brand new battery. Now I will not necessarily put a new battery in, but I may as well, seeing as I've got one, and I'll tell you why in a minute, why is the reason that I might not. But as far as the rest is concerned, because of where it is hit, I mean, they put this here, I mean, there's a little scuff, I mean, that's even coming off from my finger. Headlights are solid as a rock, no broken tab. Obviously it's not been touched this side, but again, no broken tab. For a 14-year-old car that's done all that mileage as well, we haven't even got misted headlights, which is quite surprising. But the engine itself is very, very dirty. Very dirty. So that's going to need a good clean up. Obviously we'll need to check if there's no service history. Obviously what we'll do is we'll do the normal. We'll call up where the MOTs were done, number plates on the car, Sure Car Direct. We'll give them a call, see if they've done anything with it. Two things I noticed from the picture, from the video on the auction. One was the bumper's clearly been off because the bolts have been taken out. They're actually in a plastic bag. Excuse the truck. Yeah, they're in the bumper, so that's presumably by the insurance assessors or garage when they were deciding whether to repair this or not. Now, we'll go through a bit more details in a second, but one other thing that I noticed, which I could see, and I thought, am I imagining things? If you look down there, you can see the manifold. The heat shield is gone. Now, why is the heat shield gone? As you can see, if you have a look down, this front panel's not moved an inch. It's exactly where it should be. Why are they taking that off? I wonder why. It's had a new radiator at some point, because if you can see it there, but it's got the bung on the end of it, a rubber bung on the end. You can see that. I think it's in focus. So that's an aftermarket radiator. Chassis legs, again, I'm not sure whether you can see, I think you can, completely straight. This one, completely straight. This is a Cat S, and I have no idea why this is a Cat S. My immediate thought was, I wonder if it's been written off before. It hasn't. Or if it has, it certainly hasn't gone through the insurance and been categorised. Because, you know, a lot of the time what they will do when a car is written off, repaired and then written off again, regardless of the damage on the second time, they'll Cat S it because it's already been a Cat, even if it was a Cat S or a Cat N before, they'll make it a Cat S again. This hasn't been involved in, certainly not in a recorded accident, and I am going to do a video on how I know that. So this isn't a HPI check, and I am going to do an HPI check on it just to verify that it is a Cat S, because I don't want to sell it as a Cat S if it's not a Cat S. And I'm sure it is, because Copart probably wouldn't get that wrong, but I just want to make sure, because this is silly. And obviously I'm going to take pictures of the damage, so when I come to sell it I can say, look, this is a Cat S, but this was the damage to it. As you can see, it's very, very, very minimal. It makes no sense, does it? No damage to the wing, only damage to the bumper. I mean, there might be a bar underneath that's bent or something, but generally you know, chassis legs are straight. It really doesn't make any sense as to why it's like that. Really doesn't make any sense. And there's no damage anywhere else. When I say it's not been in an accident before, I mean, obviously, you know, most cars have had some damage to them done in the past. That was obviously been filled, so there's probably had a crunch in the back there at some point, but certainly not anything that's been recorded. And I am going to be doing a video soon on a game changer when you are looking at cars on auction sites. It was it was brought to my attention by another YouTuber. I've only told so far Alex at Car Salvage 101. He's the only one I've told about it. So I'm going to do a video on it soon. And I spoke to Alex about it, and I said, should we keep this information to ourselves? Because it's very helpful, and it puts you one step ahead of the game when you're bidding on cars. But I feel that I need to share it with the rest of you. It's a cracker. It really is a cracker. And that was Mark at Resurrect that told me about it. And I don't think he's kept it a secret, at least I hope not, but I feel that it's something that should be shared with everybody else. So I'm going to do a separate video on it soon. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe so you get notified when I do that video. I'm going to do that in the next couple of weeks. But it is an absolute cracker. And I know because of that this has not been written off before. So it's nothing to do with HPI check. It doesn't cost you any money whatsoever. Completely free of charge. So, why is it a KS? Why? Any ideas? It's just one of these ridiculous ones that I don't know. I just can't get my head around it, why it would possibly be a Cat S. Okay, so, yeah. What else? I think we need to show you the inside as well, don't we? So, luckily I've got one of those. I don't understand why it's been taken off, unless it was all crushed up, but why not just leave it on? I don't know. Maybe they took it off to see if there was any damage to the manifold. I've never known that had to happen before. And I'm hoping it's going to be easy enough to get on with the front panel there. I do hope so. I mean, they've obviously taken it off like that. They've not taken the front panel off, have they? Quite clearly those bolts have not been disturbed. So hopefully it'll be, and hopefully I can't remember if it's nuts or bolts. There is a bag with some nuts, so hopefully they're in the, I know those are in the bag in the boot. Let's have a look in the boot to start with. The boot hatch, the rear seats are down, purely because you've got to climb in to open the door. We've got back shelf. We've got two DRLs, which that one is completely intact, because that's come off. And that one, oh my God. There's a bit of a 2 and 8, but hopefully still works. Missing a cap. I've got the caps. Tab wise, they're probably going to be on the bumper, so I can fix those. Now bolt wise, yeah, there are screws. Yeah, I'm not sure there's bolts there. Trouble is I don't know what bolts they are. I don't know if it's nuts or bolts. Can't remember. That's all bumper ones. We got that, which has popped off. Saved me buying one of those. Why they've decided to keep that, I don't know. I don't know what's under here. Let's have a look. Yeah, we got the spare. I've got a feeling, as usual, there's going to be no service history. Although in the back, that seat looks a little bit bulky there. I wonder if there's something in the back of that. You never know. Fingers crossed. Let's go and have a look. Here we are. So, 115, not 114. 115,180 miles. As you can see, temperature there, it did just flash up on screen. Let me close the door. It's low on fuel. Yes, we know, low on fuel, go away warning. There we go, yeah, see, temperature says, no, it doesn't say anything. And we have a flashing mileage, which probably means the Blue and Me is cream crackered, I expect. But luckily, we know someone that can do that, don't we? By the way, it's not Wednesday, the 31st of May. If it was, it would be the day after my my anniversary, and I would have missed it. So yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, 115,000 flashing miles. Steering wheel is in, you know, again, considering it's done 115,000 miles, which isn't high. When I said to the driver when he delivered it, I said about it being high miles, and he said, "What's the mileage?" And I said 115 or 114,000. He said, "Oh, that's not high." which it's not. By today's standards, that's not high. It's just high for me because I don't normally get cars that have, you know, got such high mileage. And there is a reason that I bought this, which I'll cover very shortly. So stereo, turn the stereo on. I might have to turn the sound down. Oh, actually I didn't notice whether there was an aerial on the roof or not. Bearing in mind this has come from a different area, so the frequencies are going to be different, but there is something. Free CD? No, I can't remember last time I got a free CD. So, you know, we'll put one of our super duper bits of kit in here, as we're doing all the cars now, pretty much. We've got the locking wheel nut key. This is filthy, by the way, this car. The seats are very grubby. The floor is very grubby. The door cards are very, very grubby. But yeah, locking wheel nut key, which is good. What we got on here? Tissue. Got that little panel at the back missing there, but I'm sure I've got one of those knocking around somewhere. Hopefully. That's off for some reason. Normally get that when the car's been stolen, that's off. So we'll put that back on. I don't know what that is. Just a plastic bag of some sort. But yeah, it really, really, really needs a good clean in here. The glass is all good. Can't see any cracks or anything in the glass. There is a little hickey in the windscreen there. So I might get Paul, my windscreen guy. I haven't seen him for quite some time because I haven't needed a windscreen for a while. But I might get him down to repair that for me. I do have a repair kit myself, and I have used it when I've done one over that side, and it was not invisible. You could see it, but I think I'm going to get him down, as it's not in line of sight as such, but it's because of where it is. I might get him down and get him to do that. I was aware of that. I think it did say that chipping windscreen or something. Yeah, I might get him to do that. Now we've got this. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is from the estimator. So 795. So it's less than a grand delivered. Well, they're about, no, just over a grand delivered, isn't it? What have I got to spend on it? Probably not cam belting again because it's already been done. Probably not. Might do. Possibly a battery. Bumper I've got. Lights are in the boot. Number plates are probably okay. I'm not going to bother with number plates. Headlights are okay. A bit of filler. Possibly a new mirror. Door handles I've already got, or at least one of them I've already got, taken off of another car. So, you know, one way or another, we probably won't have to buy door handles. So, the most expensive thing is put a new battery in if I decide to, which is about 100 quid. Now, the reason I bought this, and the reason I bought this cheap, was because I've got, ever since I had a cheap one recently, I've had an influx of people that want cheap cars, cost of living crisis and all that. They want a Fiat 500. They can't afford 3.5 grand, 3 3/4 grand, 4 grand or more. There are loads of people out there that want a car for about 2.5. I've got a list of about 4 people, and I know there are more. When I listed that one before, within 10 minutes of me listing it, I had 4 messages saying, yes, please, yes, please. There's one person that's at the top of my list. I offered them the last car and they said, no, sorry, I need a cheap one. I said, Suzanne, her name is, I think. She's at the top of my list now, so I will be letting her know that I've got this. I want to do a little bit on it first, just to make sure that it's okay. But it's probably going to cost me, I've sent off for the logbook already, before I even got the car. So MOT is about 40 quid. So I really can't see me spending more than about £300 on it. So in theory, less than £1,500 in total, in theory. Fingers crossed. So if I knock it out for 2.5 grand, that's £1,000 profit. And I probably could get a bit more than, yeah. Shall I go 2,750? Don't know. No, well, let's call it 2.5. We'll mark it at 2.5 grand. I won't drop, it'll be 2.5 grand. Yeah, that's the reason. So it should be as much profit in one of these than the more expensive ones with more work. No brainer, really. So that is it. That is your walk around on the new project. Haven't got a name for it. I don't know what we're going to call it, and I can't even remember what the registration number is. Let me just uncover it. I had already thought of a name of it. KP. So we're going to call it Project Peanut. Yep, Project Peanut. KP Peanuts. Or it could be Iffin KP. No, going to call it Project Peanut. So welcome to Project Peanut. 115,000 miles, Cat S for some bizarre reason, in pretty good condition really. Not even that dirty on the outside, although we will give it a clean today. Yeah, let me know what you think. So that's your walk around on Project Peanut. Let me know what you think. Let me know whether you think that £2,500 is a good point to price this out. I think it is. Yeah, Project Peanut. What more can I say? I'm going to make a start on it today. At least, very least, get these bumper off and get these door handles done at the very least. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, hit that button, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and until the next one, as always, take care, stay safe, and we will see you soon.